The Radio Wammo Breakfast.
Kiwi.
And joining me in the Kiwi studio is the man himself, Nathan Haines. Hello, Nathan.
Hello, mate.
What a treat to see you in, especially since you only just managed to fly in last night.
Yeah, it was a bit of a convoluted, long journey. I think it's the first time that I've ever had to take 5 flights to get back to beautiful New Zealand.
5 flights? Where have you been?
We were playing in Indonesia at Jakarta for the Java Jazz Festival. We did 4 gigs when we were there. One at a university, Muslim university, which was beautiful, and then 3 nights at the Jakarta Jazz Festival. There was 100,000 people.
Hang on, 100,000?
100,000 people for this festival. It was mad. It was like sort of, it was in an old aircraft hangar. So it was quite strange.
What, like at an airport, an old airport?
Yeah, it was actually at an old airport. That's how they got everyone there. There was terrible logistics with getting all the people in there, and the president decided to come, so they closed all the roads down and had armed guards and all that sort of thing. And,
yeah. Did the president watch your show? Do you know?
No, he didn't. No. He went to see Tony Braxton, who was on the bill as well.
Oh, okay. Gosh, it's a huge festival.
It was huge, but the wonderful thing is that we had the help of the New Zealand embassy in Jakarta. So that was a wonderful thing.
Did you need to get out of there quickly?
Yeah.
Is that what happened?
Diplomatic plates, all that. It was
the band at risk?
Well, no, not so much that. It was just promoting relations between New Zealand and Indonesia.
Okay, cool.
So that was actually really lovely to have their help, you know. And then we had dinner at the ambassador's residence in Jakarta, which was like a ridiculous sort of palace vibe.
Wow.
That's where the taxes are going.
Yeah. Yeah, I bet the grounds were immaculate.
They were. No, it was wonderful. I mean, I'm sure for any people out there who've been to Bali or Jakarta, you know, there's 95% of the population are Muslim, so and in Bali it's a lot more Hindu, but there is an overriding spirituality amongst the people, which is really very humbling, very amazing.
Who's in the band these days?
In the band is my brother Joel Haines, bit of a rock god himself, having played with many people. Yeah. Drummer Miki Utataonga, who was on my first album from 1994 called Shift Left. A bass player, Karika Turua, and then I had 3 band members coming from London who I've been working with over the last 10 years, who've been on my last sort of 3-4 records. So that was nice as well, having the UK, the New Zealand crew. Obviously, it was wonderful to be able to go to the other side of the world and play with my brother in front of lots of people.
Absolutely.
And then also bring the UK crew, because obviously London is in the UK scene is a big part of my life and my musical life.
Yeah, so it sounds like you've had a pretty good past few weeks, because I saw you at Explore as well on stage.
Explore was great. I mean, we're on the Sunday afternoon, so it was pretty mellow by then, because I know some of the shows were absolutely massive. But
I think being a punter in the crowd myself, really kind of appreciated it though. You know, it was just like, wow, end of the weekend, wind down, relax, chill. I
mean, it was mad, sort of looking out and seeing people dancing in the sea.
Yeah, how amazing is that?
Oh man, you know, I've been very blessed to play a lot of festivals in my life, including Glastonbury and, you know, a lot of these big festivals in Europe. But I'd have to say that was the most ridiculously beautiful setting for a festival I've ever seen. Yeah. Just everyone was so lovely and cool, and, you know,
it's something you normally only expect from some crazy Pacific island, you know, in the middle. But we kind of forget that we can be that. We are a Pacific island.
Exactly. We are a Pacific Isle. You know, the weather's not so flash today, but it is lovely being by the sea and playing music. Yeah. It's a perfect combination for me.
And I imagine really nice to have this album being released today, called Heaven and Earth. It's your 6th album? Seventh. So this is number 7.
Album, yeah. Seventh. Well, 7th. I get 7th album out under my own name. Obviously, I've put things out with other people and things, but yeah, it's I guess it's a new era, I think, with this album, because the thing which makes this album different is that it's the sound of the band playing. There's no program beats. We went up to Neil Finn's studio. He's got an amazing facility.
Unlike sort of Sound Travels, where you did have program beats.
Yeah, I had program beats. I mean, Sound Travels and Squire for Hire were both produced in London. This is a New Zealand production. I mean, I did do some recording in London for this, but at the end of the day, it was all mixed down, and all the drums and the bass are live to tape. up at Roundhead, so it has a different feeling. And then I've also got my friend Martin Popperwell doing the album art, so that's a whole other thing as well.
It's lovely.
It's very tactile, isn't it?
Yeah, it does make you want to open up. This is what's so special. It's still about buying CDs, rather than digital music. It's still about owning CDs.
That's what we're aiming for.
Yeah.
It's like you can have the download, or you can go out and spend, X number of dollars. I don't know what the CD's retailing for, but it is an artwork. And my friend Martin has put some love and effort and time into making it an actual something that you want to look at and own, hopefully.
Absolutely. And a lot of collaborations on here as well. I was interested because one of the main tracks we're playing on Kiwi at the moment is called Pathway, featuring Kevin Mark Trail.
Yeah.
Now
he played Explore. We did that song Explore. I think it was the last song we did. Yeah.
That's right. He was a vocalist for the Streets as well.
Well, he still is. Yeah.
He still is.
Basically, I flew him over to play these gigs that we did Explore. He didn't come to Indonesia with us because whatever. But he's here to do the album launch, which is tomorrow. We're doing Lee Sawmill on Friday.
Yep.
A lovely part of New Zealand.
Good place.
But no, he's wonderful, man. He's just one of those dudes. He just come into my life, and he is the most beautiful cat. And his, if you listen to what he's singing about, he's, that's where we're heading with it.
Yeah.
Conscious. We're all very conscious.
Conscious of.
Just I guess conscious of life and the universe and things around us. Humility. For me in my life now, I'm very humble to be here and to have the opportunity to do like this, talking about our music and getting it out there to New Zealanders.
So you're not on the wealth creation treadmill, are you?
I think I would have done something different than music. I've been in this game for a while. I think I would have done something else if I wanted to make money. But in my life we're so blessed to be working with these amazing musicians, and then to meet someone like Kevin and get him on the record and make some good tracks. I mean, that's that's where we're at, man. That's the spiritual currency that we're sort of that we're working with on this, And this album is about inclusion. It's about getting people on board to listen to the album, and even I don't care. You can download it from your friend, whatever. You can burn it on whatever. It's about the music going out there, It's not about album sales. Never has been.
But it is about seeing you live.
It is about seeing us live because, that is the magic. And I've got 3 friends from London here. Thank you to the British Council who brought Vanessa Freeman over here and Mike Pato, who have been a big part of my life. We've played all over the world together, from Japan to Russia so they're down here, and also Kevin Mark Trail, who you mentioned, who's singing Pathway. So I've got 3 amazing world-class musicians in the band, plus my band from here who are unbelievable as well.
One thing I know that always does happen with your CDs is that later on, I think you should get this now obviously, but I think later on also they come out with like an extra CD with remixes. I'm not saying because I don't know that that's going to happen this time, but that's what often happens with your work.
Yeah, I mean, I guess because my time in London, there's a lot of DJ things. I mean, when I first moved to London in 95, and then 96 I started working with a drum and bass producer, and then we had some very successful things on the drum and bass scene. Yeah. 96, 97. For Goldie's label Metalheads at the time, which is a big...
Gosh, that's going back,
for anyone in there who knows their drum and bass will know that was the biggest drum and bass label in the world at that time.
Yeah.
And then obviously I went on to do other things with other DJs. I've also worked with Masters at Work, American DJs. So the DJ thing has been a part of my sound and part of my life as well. It's not really evident on this album because it's all live, but it's good to work with DJs because they get your sound out in a different element in a club environment.
Well, the CD is called Heaven and Earth by Nathan Haines and his band as well.
Yeah.
Really nice to talk, Nathan.
Oh, thank you for having me on, man. It's an absolute pleasure.